Okay, this is a video taken on a little sled on the end of a stick underneath the bus going in front of the drive axle. And here you see the first U-joint in front of the differential. And we're headed more towards the rear of the bus now. Of course, the camera's upside down. Sorry about that. And this looks like the second U-joint. And I think this is the front end of the transmission. I'm not absolutely sure. I did cut a little bit here, and this is the other end of it. I cut out some of the blurry to make the video shorter, but on the way back you see it all. And there's the second U-joint here. And then going back over the transmission. Now a little bit to the side. Now there's the U-joint again. And now we're getting into the differential. So you get a little idea how long the drive shaft is here. Can't really tell for sure because I can't see it, but I think it's very, very short and very, very difficult to get to because of all these crossbars, cross members. A lot of wetness here. I was doing this blindly, so I did a little bit of video access. Now it's the rear end of the transmission, and this is the ring gear, I think. Now the transmission, the other side. Then I did a little side to side because again I was going blindly. I didn't know what I'm videotaping. I'm still not sure what transmission I have in here. I think that might be the transmission filter though. Now we're under it again. I think I went between the drive wheel and the tag axle this time. There's the second U-joint. Right there, a little good shot, and then the transmission again. And the U-joint again. It goes through kind of a bulkhead with a hole in it. And then here we see the differential. Then the ring gear. There's some kind of cross member there. I think it supports the front end of the transmission. Looks like that's the shock, possibly for the tag. I'm not quite sure. It's hard to recall. I'm doing this all blindly, so here we go. So this is a view through the curbside engine access bay door, and you can see the air intake, I think that is. And the sealing, look at the, there is an access panel, but it's not all the way through because the converters put a plywood board over that. That's our new starter that I installed. I may have stripped the bolt because I used anti-seize. I probably will have to relocate this lamp in order to cut the access I need for the top of the engine to get to the valve cover. And that's the cylinder to tighten the air cylinder to tighten the radiator blowers. And another look at that access panel that's covered over on the inside, and I intend to open up a little better, hopefully. And the reason I need to open it up is because that panel to the right with all those wires across it will be in the way to remove this valve cover. Please excuse the quality of the video. It's done over a tiny little camera on the end of a pipe. It's actually a kind of cheap Wi-Fi borescope. Now we're heading in over the transmission, headed towards the front of the bus. You can see the transmission cooler there. I don't know why it glitched there. Okay, so let's get another run at this. This is the, you can see the, what I think is the dryer for the air compressor hanging down there from the top of the ceiling. Then we go past the transmission. And you can see in the bottom there the light coming through what I think is the cutout in that bulkhead for the drive shaft, but I can't really see the drive shaft, no matter how hard I tried.